Addiction's underlying causes and the desired alcohol withdrawal program. To rehab people of a specific addiction, it is necessary to identify the underlying causes of all addictions. Addictions are a widespread phenomenon that usually starts in adolescence, a vulnerable age, and continues into adulthood. Addictions create extensive interpersonal, social, and economic damage, and yet, despite considerable efforts, no effective rehab programs for addictions has been found. Surprisingly, it turns out that there are no uniform definitions of what is an addiction, and no unanimity about the causes of addictions. Currently, there are two leading approaches to the roots of all addictions, in addition to hereditary tendencies, a physiological phenomenon that results primarily from the disruption of brain neuroreceptors and their recurrent feeding mechanism. Addiction is the result of mental trauma. Usually at a young age. Is an addiction tendency genetic? Epidemiological studies estimate that genetic factors account for 40 to 60% of the risk factors for alcoholism. Wikipedia. In my opinion, all addictions must have a common denominator. Uniform laws govern nature. If addictions are a genetic phenomenon, I would expect to find a tendency for such addiction in all addictions. No exceptions, even if there is some hereditary influence on bad habits, it is not exclusive. It is always combined with socio-environmental influences. The self-healing approach to the causes of all addictions. The self-healing approach aligns with the two main approaches to the causes of addictions. What is perceived as the various causes of addictions are a mirror image of a phenomenon that is dual energetic chemical. All addictions are expressed not only in certain addictive chemicals but also and mainly as a psychoenergetic phenomenon, which results from unresolved past traumas. These have blocked the corresponding energy centers. Chakras. An addiction reward mechanism is primarily an energetic tool designed to conserve life force energy. Critical for any organism. The 7 human chakras, energy centers, and organs they represent, with respective influential emotions. These principles come from traditional Chinese and Indian medicine. Ayurveda. Short life force energy analysis concerning initial alcohol addiction. To illustrate, I brought an analysis of rehab from alcoholic beverages. The study of other addictions will be quite similar. Impact on mood, through the brain, indicates chakra 6, the third eye. The corresponding traumatic emotions are probably related to intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. The mouth is according to this diagram in centers 5. The possible corresponding traumatic emotions are communication and self-expression. The physical enjoyment of food and drink is located at chakra 2, sacral chakra. The possible corresponding traumatic emotions are sexuality and pleasure, creativity. What are the implications of such an energy analysis? The mechanism leading to addictions is the same as all addictions, but there are significant differences in traumas that cause different addictions. Each trauma has different energetic characteristics. So it is not surprising that there are many types of addictions. How do the different approaches of the causes of addictions reconcile with reality? The leading cause of all addictions is past unresolved psychological traumas. But, the manifestation of the addiction is expressed through brain neurotransmitters imbalances and other addictive chemicals. Addicts are not unreasonable people, nor are they self-destructive. In a state of addiction, the subconscious paralyzes reason in the addiction habit context. The best withdrawal programs should integrate body, mind and spirit all together. To illustrate, I brought an analysis of rehab from alcoholic beverages. The study of other addictions will be similar. Why is it so difficult to overcome addictions? The main difficulty in most rehab programs stems from the need to release from the subconscious mind the specific traumatic non-resolved event that caused the energy blockage, which created the need for addiction. Cleansing the body of the addictive toxins is relatively easy compared to the energy part that does not get any attention at all. Kübler-Ross model explains the behavior of personal loss. Application of this model to alcohol addicts. Alcohol addicts who have been suffering for many years, unsurprisingly, go through these 4 stages of the behavioral grief model. Similar to chronic patients. The 5 stages of the Kübler-Ross model are denial, anger, bargaining, only applicable in life-threatening situations, depression, acceptance. Denial, anger, and depression does not support the required lifestyle changes for initiating the alcohol withdrawal program. Real hope and acceptance would give anyone the strength to undertake all the necessary treatments and endure the accompanying pain and suffering. Critical mental and energetic. Releasing traumatic non-resolved events from the past. Through self-psychoanalysis. It requires self-hypnosis, yoga, or meditation at very high levels. Support groups sometimes have a meditative effect. Depends on the facilitator and group participants. Through experts. Hypnotists, qualified, are usually able to pinpoint the source of the initial addiction and treat the problem in a way that the chances of returning to drinking alcohol are much lower. Acupuncture manages to cope ultimately differently, without poking around, but by opening the blocked meridians that affect the life force energy causing the alcohol addiction. If necessary, the 2 techniques can be combined. Desirable, social and communicative. Social activity of any kind is especially recommended. Detachment and remoteness may create isolation and depression. All activities that combine company and communication are desirable. Loners, finding a meaningful relationship with love and sex partner can change a lot. Communication, love, and pleasure at the same time. A deep emotional connection charges life force energy and helps recovery. Physical and pharmaceutical. The harsh effects of addicts in rehab are not only as a result of addictive substances but a devastating result of energetic blockages. The harsh physiological effects experienced by alcohol drinkers during rehab require careful nutrition and detoxification to help alleviate the symptoms of withdrawal. Natural squeezed juices may be particularly helpful. The active substance MDMA, an ecstasy drug, may help in the future, not yet approved, with additional supportive care in releasing traumatic events, which is the best alcohol rehab program strategy. In addition to the physical rehab, a combination of the mental, energetic, and social part at the same time is most desirable. The treatment of alcohol addiction by pharmaceutical means without psychoenergetic and complementary social action has a low chance of success. For those who have already had previous alcohol withdrawal failures, I recommend contacting a qualified hypnosis specialist. It is essential to know that rehab is a process that combines body, mind, and spirit all together. Alcohol withdrawal requires a significant change in lifestyle. Family and friends' love and support is essential. Undoubtedly, assistance for weaning involves significant sacrifice. Without the love and support of the spouse, friends, and family, it is challenging to succeed in the weaning process. Prolonged health farm treatments may mark the patient as a social and economic burden. Despite the difficulty, the most appropriate place to manage the detox process is that it radiates affinity, warmth, and love. Usually, it's home. Conduct during the alcohol detox attacks. The process can take several months. The seizures experienced by alcohol addicts after stopping are phenomena that result from the body's attempts to eliminate the harmful substances that have accumulated in the various systems. The use of replacement chemicals is not desirable. Drinking fruit and vegetable juices, naturally squeezed, involves much work, will allow the detox process to be accelerated and sharply reduce the recovery period and the side effects. There are delicious and healthy recipes for smoothies that are somewhat reminiscent of liquor. Especially ginger and coconut milk recipes, they are recommended for drinking. Their only drawback, preparation time and machine cleaning. Patients suffering from severe withdrawal symptoms may recommend drinking bentonite clay with water, steam saunas, drinking parsley juice, and in more severe cases, coffee enemas. Summary. The main difficulty in most rehab programs stems from the need to release from the subconscious mind the specific traumatic non-resolved event that caused the energy blockage, which created the need for addiction. Alcohol addicts are not unreasonable people, nor are they self-destructive. In a state of addiction, the subconscious paralyzes reason in the addiction habit context, and thus, persuasion is not a useful tool for alcohol addiction withdrawal. The desirable alcohol withdrawal program combines physical, mental, social, and spiritual elements altogether. The theme of self-healing medicine involves many philosophical and practical issues. The full article is available on the sfhealing.com website. Thank you for watching this video.